Before the pyramids kissed the sky, before legions marched across empires, a civilization blossomed from the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia. But what if the story we know is only a fraction of the truth, a carefully curated chronicle that omits a profound and unsettling chapter from the dawn of humanity itself? Welcome back to Echoes of Time, your portal to the forgotten pages of history. Today, we journey into the heart of ancient Sumer to peel back the layers of dust and uncover a truth hidden beneath centuries of silence. We delve into the enigmatic legend of the Serpent Kings, a shadowy dynasty that some believe held dominion over the earliest human settlements, long before the names of documented pharaohs and emperors ever echoed through the annals of time. This is a tale of whispers and fragmented texts, of symbols etched into stone, and a mystery that continues to haunt the very fringes of archaeology. For generations, historians and archaeologists have meticulously studied the well-documented rulers of Mesopotamia, those kings and queens whose reigns are etched into cuneiform tablets and monumental inscriptions. Yet a persistent question lingers, a premonition of a powerful lineage that may have preceded them, one whose very existence challenges our fundamental understanding of humanity's beginnings. Who were these Serpent Kings? Were they merely mortal rulers, endowed with extraordinary power or religious significance? Were they a powerful priestly caste, wielding influence through arcane knowledge? Or, as some daring theories propose, were they something far more ancient, perhaps even otherworldly, shaping the destiny of mankind from its very inception? Our investigation today seeks to analyze the controversial evidence, the cryptic symbols, and the enduring myths left behind by this potential lost dynasty, as we strive to separate fact from fiction in a quest to understand who truly held sway at the dawn of civilization. Our journey into this primordial past begins with one of the most remarkable artifacts from ancient Sumer, the Sumerian king list. This extraordinary cuneiform tablet, itself a testament to the advanced record-keeping of the Sumerians, chronicles a long succession of rulers and their astonishingly long reigns. While mainstream archaeology has successfully identified and corroborated many of the kings listed from later historical periods, the list also speaks of a time before the Great Flood, a cataclysmic event deeply embedded in Mesopotamian mythology. It is within this primordial era, a time described as being ruled by godlike figures, that the legend of the Serpent Kings truly takes root. The king list itself speaks of reigns lasting for tens of thousands of years, a duration that defies human longevity, hinting at an age of beings far removed from our current understanding. This ancient account, however perplexing, is not an isolated curiosity. Its cryptic entries resonate deeply with related myths and artifacts scattered across the Mesopotamian landscape. As we explore the ruins of ancient cities like Eridu, believed by many to be the first city in the world, the architectural remains and unearthed objects begin to reveal a pattern. What emerges with baffling frequency in early Sumerian art and mythology are striking serpent and reptilian motifs. These symbols are not merely decorative, they are deeply intertwined with powerful deities, most notably Enki, the god of wisdom, water, and creation. Enki, often depicted with streams of water flowing from his shoulders and sometimes associated with serpentine imagery, plays a central role in Sumerian cosmology, guiding humanity's first steps, imparting knowledge, and bestowing the gifts of civilization. The frequent association of the serpent with wisdom, knowledge, and even life-giving waters in these earliest cultural expressions provides a crucial symbolic anchor for the notion of a serpent-affiliated lineage. The identity of these serpent kings, therefore, becomes a matter of intense debate, igniting theories that profoundly challenge our established understanding of the past. One compelling theory posits that the Serpent Kings were not literal reptilian beings, but rather a powerful priestly caste. They could have been the sons of Enki, not in a biological sense, but as spiritual inheritors and guardians of his divine wisdom. In this interpretation, the serpent would have served as their sacred symbol, representing healing powers, deep esoteric knowledge, and a connection to the life-giving forces of water. Much like the later rod of Asclepius, which depicts a serpent entwined around a staff and remains a potent symbol of medicine and healing to this day, the Sumerian serpent could have signified their mastery over natural forces and their role as intermediaries between the divine and the human. This caste would have wielded immense influence, guiding early communities with their spiritual authority and advanced understanding, possibly laying the groundwork for the first organized societal structures. Their wisdom, passed down through generations, could have been perceived as miraculous, elevating their status to near-divine levels in the eyes of the populace. Another theory, perhaps more grounded in conventional historical models, suggests that the Serpent Kings were a literal rival dynasty, a forgotten ruling house whose history was deliberately obscured or perhaps even erased by their successors. In the tumultuous world of early city-states, power struggles were common, and the victors often rewrote history to legitimize their own rule while demonizing or simply expunging the narratives of those they overthrew. This could explain the fragmented nature of their mention, existing primarily in the fringes of established texts rather than in prominent, celebrated accounts. They might have been a powerful foreign tribe, perhaps from the Zagros Mountains or even beyond, who conquered or peacefully integrated with early Sumerian populations, establishing their own unique lineage and cultural symbols before being supplanted. Their serpent imagery might have been a distinctive totem or emblem of their clan or tribe, later misinterpreted or mythologized by succeeding generations. The deliberate suppression of their memory, a historical act of damnatio memoriae, would render them a shadow dynasty, potent in their implied influence but elusive in their documented existence. However, the truth, some researchers propose, might be far stranger, pushing the boundaries of what mainstream archaeology is willing to consider. This most radical theory suggests that the Serpent Kings were not entirely human. Could they have been the Anunnaki of legend, a cosmic lineage described in ancient Mesopotamian texts as beings who descended from the heavens? These interpretations propose that the Anunnaki, often depicted as powerful and wise, were the architects of early human civilization, guiding humanity's first steps toward organized society, agriculture, and the development of writing. In this context, the Serpent Kings could be seen as their direct representatives or even their hybrid descendants, possessing advanced knowledge and capabilities that set them apart from nascent human populations. The serpentine imagery then takes on an even more profound meaning, potentially alluding to an otherworldly origin or a biological characteristic that distinguishes them from Homo sapiens. This theory, while highly controversial and often relegated to the realm of speculative history, directly addresses the astonishingly long reigns mentioned in the Sumerian king list and the godlike descriptions of these early rulers, suggesting a profound intervention in human affairs that reshapes our entire understanding of history. Despite intensive study, the true identity of the Serpent Kings remains elusive, a grand enigma lost to the sands of time. Mainstream archaeology, while acknowledging the textual ambiguities and symbolic richness of early Sumerian culture, typically seeks explanations within the framework of human historical and cultural development. The godlike figures of the Sumerian king list are often interpreted as mythical ancestors, personifications of early city rulers, or symbolic representations of a pre-dynastic era where priestly power was paramount. The reptilian motifs are usually analyzed through the lens of religious symbolism, linking to chonic deities, fertility, wisdom, or the cyclical nature of life and death, common themes across ancient cultures. Yet, the persistent narratives, the consistency of the serpent symbolism, and the tantalizing hints in ancient texts continue to fuel scholarly debate and spark new lines of inquiry, compelling us to look beyond established paradigms. Researchers continue to analyze controversial evidence and cryptic symbols, tirelessly working to separate verifiable facts from layers of ancient myth and modern speculation. The challenge lies in reconciling the profound insights offered by mythological accounts with the often sparse and ambiguous archaeological record, striving to understand who truly ruled at the dawn of civilization. The journey into the heart of Mesopotamia's greatest mystery is far from over. The Serpent Kings of Sumer continue to challenge our perception of ancient history, forcing us to ask fundamental questions about the nature of power, the origins of civilization, and perhaps the very essence of humanity itself. Their story, whether literal or symbolic, is an echo of humanity's great history, a reminder that the past holds secrets yet to be revealed, truths waiting to be discovered under the dust of centuries. Join us again on Echoes of Time, where every discovery brings us closer to understanding our place in the grand tapestry of history. If you've been intrigued by this hidden dynasty and want to explore more forgotten pages of history, don't forget to subscribe to Echoes of Time and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our new historical investigations. What other secrets might lie dormant, waiting for us to uncover them, reshaping everything we thought we knew?